Hey peoples, welcome to Sam's Teaching Needs. To begin, subscribe and like down below. So today we are installing the Sloan automatic faucet. So to begin any project, especially have to do with faucet, always make sure that your water is off. Okay, so you can cause a lot of damage if your water is not off. So that's the first thing first. That way you can work on the faucet. So usually have two supply lines, which is the hot and the cold. The hot is always on your left and the cold is always on your right. And so once you disconnect the supply lines, then you proceed to put the clip on the bottom, which is held down to your cabinet with a nut that goes underneath, and basically that just prevents your faucet from wiggling. It makes it nice and tight, but make sure with everything it's better to go not so tight and tighten it up than it is to go too tight and break your faucet. Because faucets can be very expensive at times, as you already know. So usually with faucets, they come with a manual, and in the manual it shows you how to troubleshoot the faucet, how if certain things goes wrong. It basically tells you worst case scenario. So even on the manual, they also have a number that you can actually call the representative, and they're very helpful. And at times, different brands such as American Standards, they might even send y'all a free piece, depending on if it's under warranty, because they want you to have a good, favorable response, or they want you to be happy as a customer. So once you tie it up, as was mentioned, not too tight, you just keep on tightening and tightening. So usually you want to use maybe a crescent wrench, or some pliers, or if you have some open end wrenches, that would be good too. So that would be awesome. And so in the bottom of these faucet lines also comes a little screen, so just so the particles and the dirt won't get into it. And so once you do all that, you tighten the valve, or the supply lines to the valves, and then that's when you take the sticker off. So make sure when you're taking the sticker off, the water is off. So as soon as you take the sticker off, the light that is on the faucet is going to activate the solenoid. And so it's important to do it when the water is off, because when the water, so every time you put your hand in front of that sensor, water is going to come out. So it's going to prevent you from putting the aerator on your faucet, which is the aerator is the last thing that you put on the faucet. So you make sure everything is on. And then at this point, the last thing to do and final is to turn your faucet on. So you turn your faucet on, that's the hot side, that's the left side, and then the cold is on the right side. And then you should be all set. But then just make sure there's no leaks, so you might want to tighten up the faucet a little bit. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe and like.